Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cat Monarch, and once again it is Duel Masochist. At the moment, just before we got into stream, I thought I'd have a quick look at the water deck that we had and see if we could improve it in any way, shape or form. Mainly by probably adding duplicates of better monsters, it seems. There might be times when we want aquas, but I think for the most part we just want bigger beat sticks, so that's probably a good swap. Hope you're all doing well anyway, and hope you've been looking forward to this stream. Do we just put in another one? This is a tribute summon, which is going to help it get over things, but at the same time just like level 4 normal. Beats. Is there anything in here we wouldn't use? You? Yeah, I don't think we would. Fish. Do we even have fish? I don't think we do anymore. So that'd be just itself. Let's take a look at our synchro pool for a second, because we have got some new stuff like Zeta. There's Zeta. What do you need? You need specifically Fleur Synchron, right? I don't know if there's anything else that really benefits from, like, waters. One monster in hand. Do we have 5s? We don't have 5s, no. It does help us just make other levels, but there's no real point in making a 25 towers, in my opinion. It feels like it's just a poor use of resources. Better or for worse. We're not on the Time Lord. That is actually significant, and we're not on Borrel. I think the Time Lord is more oh no, we are on Borrel. The Time Lord I think is significant, though. We should probably be on that. I don't think there's anything related to Primite we've pulled as of late. No. That doesn't have related cards. This does, but I don't think we have anything. We've taken a look at Paleo, we've taken a look at Pacifist. This is just battle immunity, destruction immunity, level 7 or lower, or water normal, which searches out this. It's a counter trap if we have a non-effect, which is admittedly limited, but it doesn't require that we only control, unlike these two. So yeah, at the moment I'm just thinking we update this one. See what we can chop and change from it. It might be that we find we want to just skip out on a few things, like maybe the Kaiju field spell, but I'm just not sure. 2 field spells for Metaverse is nice in case you draw one of them. And in case the opponent just does something. Oh yeah, right, Light and Priz. I might just leave that at this for the moment. I do need to check what we were playing in the other decks at the moment anyway. Oh right, hand traps. We were playing Phantasme, we were playing Lancia, which is probably still relevant. Tactics, yes. Mirror Force, right. Let's chuck Tactics in because we kind of have to. Mirror Force. I've literally forgotten the other things that I just referenced. Hold on. Please bear with. Please stand by. Person getting deck function in order. Phantasme, Lancia. And the mini, the alternate C. Umi normal. Is there really that much that synergizes with the Umi? I mean, this helps, this does. We gotta play this in the Primite. Normal summon a Primite. It's specifically a Primite. If this card is tribute, summon negate all or banish all monsters your opponent controls with the same type or attribute as a normal monster in the grave. Our normals are all water, so it'd be exclusively type based, and it's going to be a dinosaur or a reptile because this doesn't go to the graveyard. So, unless we want normal monsters that are just like big attack that are not. That one's an earth. What level for beat stick normals do we have? I think we have a mystery worm, right? Noble Knight is a warrior. It's a light, so that's pretty good. Maybe we pop one of those in, drop that one. And what else? We kind of really want access to a decent dark. Earth Beast Warrior. Beast Warrior isn't coming up too much. Earth Might. I could have sworn we had a mystery worm, but it doesn't look like we do. We have Gilgarth. Gilgarth being a dark fiend could work. I guess that'll have to do. And why was I saying that was relevant? There was a reason. You, Primate Dragon. Yeah. Same type or attribute. This covers dark, water, dinosaur, reptile isn't going to come up that much, actually. I think because we're covering water anyway, so we want to look at earth, and we want to look at fire or wind. Probably just earth. See what beat sticks we have. We have this guy who, again, touches on the dinosaur typing, which is a little bit less than ideal, but it is beat stick. We have Battleox, who is a bit lower than we'd like. Anything in here that has mildly high attack? Garnet, which is a different one. Perhaps Pyro. I don't know how relevant Pyro is. What does it do? It banishes them? All monsters your opponent controls. I don't think Pyro is that relevant when it comes to that. Andal's Beast Warrior. Trance is a tribute summon. We've already got Warrior, which is one of the common ones. We've already got Fiend. I know it does, in theory, make it less consistent because we're, diverging our types and attributes over 4 monsters, which are all unsearchable. No, these 2 are searchable. That's why we were using the water monsters. Melvie Rabby. Earth Beast. Is there any point in that? It's level 2. I can't tell. There might be a point, but I do not currently see it. I think we just say sod it and double up on Dino. That's, of course, if that's how we want to keep the deck. We were playing Fire last stream, and, well, I'm actually in a menu. Game settings. Yeah, there we go. Things coming back. But yeah, where were we? Fire wasn't doing amazing. We netted some wins, we netted 7, but it wasn't doing fantastic. So we do need to change up the deck we are actually running at the moment. We have recently played Fire, Ninja, Good Stuff, Cosmo. It's been a while since we, played Bungus. I don't think... Did I revise this? I did. This is our go second slop. I'm not sure how confident I am in it, at all. Partially because it's slightly higher deck count than normal. Also because there's, so many cases where we just want to go second and our opponent control any monster. Just so we can kaiju it to get a removal. But also, is there a point when you're trying to do things like Lancia your opponent to stop them from playing, Draw Inspector Border to turn off their board. Maybe we try this one. Maybe we try the going second deck. See how effective that is. Makes a change of pace. Does mean we have to sit through a lot more turns. And we might work out from that alone that it's not worth trying. Because our opponents will always get set up, and we're looking at our opening hand, and it might be like, you know, the few traps and a couple normal summons, and no easy special summons. So, let's try it. I'm going to go second. We get to win the coin toss and test our theory immediately. Which I don't feel is safe. I don't feel I should be allowed this. Although, this hand has given... Oh, it's the FTK. I guess that's a danger, isn't it? 6 card... Yeah, it's a 6 card extra, it's the FTK. We sit here because we want to see if they whiff it. Like, there is every chance. This bot surrenders about as often as it succeeds. There's Summon a Monk. There's the Hyper rank up. Okay, so if they've got the rank up and 2 cards in hand, if one of those 2 cards is Destruct Potion or Mystic Walk, which I think that one probably is. Yeah, I think they have the FTK. Because if that last card is the Hyper rank up, which I can only assume it is, Utopia Ray. There's your rank up. Yeah. None of this matters. Like, it won't get to my main phase. That's the issue. If these duels got to my main phase against this deck, it wouldn't necessarily be a problem, but they never do. Yeah. And because it's just quick effect into quick effect, it means that I don't... There's no way I can do anything about it. Because it goes in draw phase, shock and everything, right? Yeah. Okay. That's the risk. That sucks. Is it worth playing a Go second deck when the FTK bot is actually, like, semi-common? Who knows, who can say, but we're going to try it again. If I get paired up against an FTK again, I am switching deck. Doesn't look to be an FTK. 50 card main. 15 extra. We have got a Kaiju. We have got a way to cycle a couple of the cards in my hand should they link summon. Which, judged on the accessories and all, doesn't seem likely, actually. Okay. I'll take that, I guess. Let's just get in for some damage. Yeah, I wasn't doing that anyway. I'm not sure they realise. $14, $17, and just like that, we're, you know, over a third of the way there. We got them to pitch a hand trap for our efforts. The issue is, I think they wanted to go second. If they wanted to go second, then our hand and board is not suited for whatever they're going to do. We got 1,000 extra life points. Maybe that'll save us, you know. Dark Magician. No, okay, I think we have a chance here. We could just Kaiju... Well, we can just Kaiju the Dark Magician, but they bring it back with the Eternal Soul. Okay, so yeah, it definitely depends on what they do. Illusion of Chaos, banish. Wait, you don't have any names, right? Special this card. Send the Dark Magician. Go for it. But you've now shuffled your deck, so you're not getting that illusion. What do they send? There's Droplet. Just Droplet. Is the rest of the hand that valuable? There's a Dark Magician in the grave, so yeah, you get another draw. Set 1. Summon... You're not doing full Fiendsmith fucking combo. No! What do you fucking mean? Do I wait? I think I just do it now, right? It is a quick effect for them. They can, like, chain it to this, yeah. I probably should have waited. I've got, like, a targeting negation, but they're not going to target any of my cards. What's the effect? Oh, wait. Ah, that's nice. I get to keep my card because they don't control a link monster anymore. That's kind of neat, actually. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a monster you control, quick effect discard 1 card. Okay, so it's a discard. The thing is, we could... Let's see. Yeah. Doing this now. 3/4. Because I believe Dragoon targets. There's the Red Eyes fusion. But the thing is, they get to just negate on top of that, right? They have the 1 card. Right. Negate. Destroy. Dream main phase. Oh, it's non-targeting. Well, that hurts. But it's not lethal. And that's their last summon of the turn. I get a Kaiju. Special. So, Kaiju, Bookamoon, the Kaiju. Special this. Then what? Because I still can't hit it with Kaiju. That makes Synchro 6. Or Link 2. And it's not a level 1. They have an unknown set, probably Imperm. Possibly... No, that one's probably Imperm. That's going to be Eternal Soul. Soul Release, very funny though. So, we definitely do this. I can hit her with the Kaiju with Haggard, actually. It's not optimal, but I could do it. I can banish 5 cards from their grave. Is this a quick effect or anything? You banish this from your grave. Ooh, wait, no. Yeah, no, that's fine. Eternal Soul, yeah. Bring out the Dark Magician. That's okay. I don't like it, but it is okay. What do I want to do? So... Yeah, I think we do this now. And we just take them off the Fiendsmith stuff. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, completely void it. Well, is there anything that needs to go? Yeah, I think we just target those 5, right? I don't see any reason why that wouldn't go through. Wait, what? That wasn't... Oh, it's just a quick effect. Fuck. Well, at least I get the rest of them out of there. Do I just want a normal summon, right? Solemn. That's really fucked. That's really fucked. What can I do then? I can special this to... I just die. Like... Yeah, you have no defense? Fuck you, man. Why is it that, like, you know, 50 card, 60 card decks, when they're, like, you know, these kind of piles, just seem to draw better? What is it? Like, these ratios are garbage. Like, you're playing 2 Ash Blossom, the 1 Mulch Army, one of a card that should be a 2 of. This should be just a 3 of. Awful. Awful ratios. I think so far, we're being proven that the go second strategy is awful. Going first is just better because we don't really summon that many times anyway, so we're never being hit by a Mulch Army properly. Or Max C for that matter. And we actually get to do something that possibly lets us live a turn. Although here we have a Kaiju the Concrete, kind of an E Crow, Soul Release, Swords of Concealing. I really like this. Although we're probably finding that this guy ain't that good. Very slowly. I'll take the extra life points, yeah. Hand or deck. So it is in fact just Sky Striker. No, that's not... Okay. Oh, being FTK'd again. That could work. I feel like it's just the FTK again, right? Like, unless I'm wrong. Okay, so we know... We know one card in their 3-card hand. It was the FTK. It just was again. But they used a 15-card extra for it. It does suck to just auto-lose some. Like, this deck... Like... No, I don't think there's anything in our deck that actually beats it. And I'm not sure if we have anything in the way of a hand trap that could deal with it. The thing is, we were just auto-losing some duels anyway prior. And I don't think any of these are particularly worth it, right? That's not bad, actually. We need to be on a, you know, much more link-heavy deck and one that actually uses them, but, like, that's a decent card. You, unfortunately, only the one copy of it. And... it's not optional. Okay, so it's just infinite negate attack because, you know, they can't even begin, but at the same time, it will pay us down to 0. Unless our opponent decides to do some burn damage. Right, first Master Pack of the stream. Can we get anything particularly fancy? Cool, even. I like this. Naturia, Jirak. A lot of duplicates. Cherries is decent. Cherries is mildly decent. Adrian. This is good. It searches an Ice Jade spell trap, so this is probably the best Ice Jade we could get except Ran. Because Ran then just makes the 10. So, that's nice. Appreciate that. Although I guess you could argue maybe Adriocasis is the best one. Anyway, we got an Ultra Rare in this pack. Ooh, shiny. And a Super Rare. We are not making that, I don't think, right? Mech Phantom Beast Tuner 1+. Okay, no, we could make it. But what's the payoff? Tribute Mech Phantom Beast tokens. Hand looping. I don't think it's worth it. This is a good spellbook card, but we need more spellbooks. Oh, that's neat. That's good Cyber support. Another Gimmick Puppet and an Assault Beast. We still don't have, the... what was it? The Psychic Teleporter? Assault, like, you know, the little guy. And we still don't have Assault Mode activate. Melodious support. And a generic Synchro 8 Dark Monster. That's decent. It's not the best, but, like, that's fine. Needs to target a Psychic, and it has to be a Spell Trap. So that's unfortunate. But it is a decent card. Doesn't change up the deck we're playing. Not right now, anyway, but... let's just actually have a look. Does anything deal with the FTK at all, or do we just have to hope they don't hit it, basically? So we're looking at Destruct Potion. Do we have a copy? We don't. Right. Okay, and Mystic Walk. Oh wait, no, it's Mystic. Yeah. Numeron, because I believe it's Numeron Dragon. No. Utopia. Not you. Alright, you. Okay, we're just gonna have to look through all the numbers, aren't we? Numeron Dragon. Okay, maybe I was blind. So we're not looking at this, I guess we're looking at actually just Manipulator of Darkness. Yeah, that's actually pretty tight as far as, like, disruptive tools are concerned. Them being banished does not matter. We could... best we could do is Cosmic in draw phase, which doesn't work. Yeah, nothing works. We're being dealt like 13,000 damage, so we'd actually have to put in like effect damage negation, which, you know, that's not coming up against the average deck, can you believe it? So I don't think it's possible for us to really play this and insulate ourselves from the FTK. During the end phase, you can banish this card. Oh, wait. We have one card. Do we just put that in? It is just kind of Snatch Steal. I think maybe we take out the Nem... well, no. This guy hasn't actually put in any work. It's been a long time since he put in work. Into the next one. Granted, Hacker is only a once, like, you know, it's only a 1 in 40 something chance. But, we can try. We could just hope to draw him against FTK. Right. 58-15. We have a Kaiju, we have a Kashira, we have Vjam. This means Anima. Dark Sanctuary. I don't think they're putting monsters out on the field. And if they are, I'm not sure we want to be attacking it anyway. Okay. What do we do now? I think just Kashira Ogre. I'm good with banishing, like, one card from their deck face down, if they activate a monster effect. That is the big if. Because they do risk that I just banish a piece of the Destiny board. And that kind of auto-loses them the game. I don't necessarily need to attack, I can find a spell trap out. Yeah, they could Dark Hole the Kashira Ogre. Are they just hoping I attack in? I will do anything but. Set 1. End turn. This will run out eventually, and then I can start swinging in, but, like, I do not like the idea of swinging into Dark Sanctuary myself, you know? This negates the attack? It does negate the attack, so if we can synchro for the Star Eater, at the very least we might take the burn damage, but they will take the battle damage. Hello, Gaming Nation. Welcome. How are you doing? We're in a thrilling game against possibly Burn, possibly Destiny board. It is uncertain as to which. They've activated 4 cards. 3 cards? 3 cards. And set 1 more. We don't have a Link 2 that pops spell traps. That would be too good. Neither player takes any damage. I think they are playing for Destiny board then. This is a tool we can use to break out of it, I guess. Having all 3 of these in hand is not ideal right now. Synchro 9? No, Synchro 10. Yes, that feels like it's worth it. It's risky, but I feel like it's worth it. Flip, flip, normal, special. Now this is on attack declaration, so we can actually negate its effect by declaring an attack, basically. Attack in. Chain this, which then just banishes the field spell. And it's no longer on the field, it can't fulfill its effect. Oh yeah, right. Right. They activated 1 day apiece. I forgot about it immediately. But we have a game plan. It does piercing. It protects itself. I think that's about as good as we can ask for. We've got technically 1 spot removal, monster removal, in 2 ways. I'm not quite sure what their actual game plan is. I could only assume it is Destiny board, because this is a stall card, this is a stall card, this is, you know, something that slows the tempo down to your pace. If it was Burn, then they would have done something else to actually inflict damage by this point. At least that's all I can assume. Set 1. I think we're fine. And we drew a second kaiju. I'm gonna actually have to start setting cards for hand size. Declare an attack. Anything? No. Take the 3,000. Main 2. I think we just... yeah, we pitch one of these Sour Schedulings. We don't need all 3 of them. They're not doing anything at the moment, so I think we're fine. If it is Destiny Board as well, Destiny Board has in-archetype searches for Lava Golem, so I'm fine with just leaving the one monster up to do it. That's funny. I think we just go again, right? End phase. We're gonna pitch a kaiju. We do not need a kaiju for this. Excuse me. We have one duel so far, and it was because an FTK bot surrendered, by the way. Yeah, we chained to that. And they do not chain back, so it lives. We'll banish Raigeki. Ever-increasing power for Zereboros. We'll definitely get to him. And that's it. None of those cards did anything the last turn, so they're not doing anything this turn. Yep. Couldn't let me hit in for the damage, though, could you? Also, the Ice Jade Synchro casually pushing us, you know, a couple cards closer. Very slowly. Okay. Do you think Destiny Board, or do you think Burn? I think Destiny Board. No. I don't know what this is. I think they plan to be annoying as much as possible. Granted, I'm doing that, but, oh, wait, no, hold on. Get out of there. We have packs to open. We won it all. And we only have the one legacy ticket. You'd think you'd just make it 60 at that point, add in another couple of good cards, but at the same time, they're putting in, like... They're putting in the Red Eyes Gemini monster. As far as synchros go, that's not actually terrible for a 5 option. There's worse. That's nice for Sarctics, but again, we are not playing that until we have a critical amount. And that's more Mech Phantom Beast support. We have a few cards for that, but not really enough. What about this pack? Anything particularly special? Shiny, maybe. Maybe. Stardust. If a monster you control is tributed, specialist from hand or grave, or banished. If warriors... yeah, so it's a rank 4 extender. Another Burning Abyss, that's kind of neat. You just pick up a few over time. If you control Zark, we have a similar guy, but not actually Zark, I don't believe. Up to 4. Banish this. Target A. Yeah. That's not particularly viable for us. That's nice, though. That's our second magnet. That's really cool. Add Eldritch of White Destiny. This is not going to pay off. We need to get Eldritch. If we had Eldritch, we'd be playing him, because he's actually a really good generic guy. Yeah, that didn't change anything. So, let's just go. And, well, let's just check the cards we pulled. Can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, about the... Oh, wait. He is Zark while on field. Problem is, we still have to make him. And it... what? Destroy as many monsters you control as possible, except Zark. And if you do special summon up to 4, it specials exactly 2. If we play our extra deck around it. So... I don't think that really works for us. Let's just go back into it, jump back in, go in second. Surely we can do it. Right, we lost the coin toss. In theory, us losing the coin toss is actually going to be a lot more beneficial this time. And us winning the coin toss is also a lot more beneficial. 3 kaijus. I like it. Oh, they're not summoning monsters. No, they are. Why did you just take... Oh, they're self-TK. There's Kozaki. No, you know, I don't think I need to. Do I give them a monster for the hell of it? I want a monster. Have a kaiju. I'm gonna normal summon. I want to attack in. Let me attack in. You can see what I'm trying to do. Let me do it. No! Fine. They could have actually let me do it, you know. I was actually going to kill them. I know it's a bot, but still. Like, I was actually going to end their life. Those go back. Can I punch them? I want to punch them. Yay! We dealt lethal with one attack. And we're also very nearly at the end of the duel pass. Okay. Yeah, there's no point looking at that deck. There is a point in opening our 3 legacy tickets, you know. That's 6 whole cards, could be anything. What? Oh. You know, speaking of FTKs and self-TKs and all that jazz, this fucker. He could just be banned and no one would miss him, you know. Sure. I think that's our second copy. Yeah, second copy at least. You set it and then hope they hit into it. And that's how it does it. Ancient Tool is too high level, Monster Tool is Vassal Stats, Things I Didn't Know Before, and Behegan. 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 Behegon. Be he out of sight, because we have better cards to open in Master Packs. Allegedly. Right. Vision Fusion. We don't have targets. That's another dart. Ooh, that's neat. That's Chaos things. Why would you get good cards? But this is a good card if I get a second one, you know. It is, it's Chaos support, and it's actually pretty decent. Another ninja, but I think that's our third. Ooh. This is good, but I'm not sure we have the ritual spell. And if we don't have that ritual spell, we're then relying on generic ritual spells, which very quickly goes downhill. You can send a monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. Look at your opponent, send 1. This card gains combined. Yeah, I can look. Zexal Weapon and Recovery Sorcerer. Right. Yeah. That was the first pack. Was that the first pack? Very short-term memory. Yeah, okay, one more. We're in platinum. We have gems. We gonna spend them. But not that fast. That's A counters. That's good for the flip deck and nothing else. That's a decent normal monster. Oh wait, we have this. Interesting. High Tide on Fire King Island. That is like water and fire support, right? Yeah. And Red Resonator. Red Resonator is probably the best card to come from this pack, because it is just Synchro 6 on field from a normal summon. Granted, you need to draw a level 4 or lower lower monster to summon, but it is just a Synchro. If you give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Let me just mute for a moment. And we back. Right, okay. Where was I? Dueling. Probably in the duel screen, actually, and just exit out of it. So far, going second. Very mixed results. On the one hand, the FTK can brick. On the other hand, we are, vulnerable to the FTK in the fact that we can't really win the coin toss against it. We have a mild intimidation factor against players by, deliberately choosing second. We have a good few kaijus and free summons. 2. 58. I think we got this. Only your opponent. We will control a monster if they special summon. It is also... This is our exact one tool against the FTK. If we don't draw this, we're just praying they break. They aren't doing anything. If you lose this, I hit and follow and walk away laughing. Well, there are ways. Why don't I just set a card? They're not killing me in a turn. This is Anima. This is if they control a monster. This is if they special summon. I kind of like them doing things. It's also not currently worth it to pay my life points for Vjam. It would have been worth to pay for this, but that's about it. Well, what could I guess I can Fenrir. Let's just bounce that back. Special summon Fenrir in attack position. Search for the other one. We get the other one. Now we can Synchro 8 here. Or we can just normal summon for some extra damage, but I think we just battle phase, surely. Apparently, yeah, battle phased it for 24. Maybe I should be setting the Yamatako so I could get tribute fodder. Because currently it is just Fenrir. They have to activate a monster effect, or I have to declare an attack. I just put swords back in their hand. There it is. So... okay, they have a monster. 'Tis a set monster. I need to control no monsters for that one. So I'm just going to set this. I can't attack with the Fenrir anyway. Shadow of Eyes. Yeah, sure, but I could Synchro Summon now for Borrowload. Yeah. No, I'm good. If you want to attack into, like, Yamatako, you go for it. I am not going to stop you. And the thing is, yeah, I do have a link to if they special summon. I wonder what the flip is. They've got 2 cards in extra deck and a 58 main. The flip could be anything. Although I'm expecting Penguin Soldier. Okay. Are we cosplaying, Oh, it's kind of funny. Sure. I don't mind about that too much. Okay. I think they're cosplaying my Follow Wind. Yeah. 2400 over the mighty Yamatako. Oh no, they're going for the Fenrir. Which actually leaves me in a good spot. Because, you know, this zone is susceptible to Anima. Just saying. Timebreaker. That is hilarious. Anyway. They aren't walking with this game. I think we have it. Yeah, sure. Right, 1900. And just normal Timebreaker. And banish this. Permanent removal. Your move. I have a 1900 beat stick. You could take it down to 0. But you would have to draw a Harpy Lady in your 49 card deck at that time. And I know you didn't search one. So you just have to hard draw one. They weigh in their options. They don't have it. And we have Yazi. Is this a face-up card? Target cards? No. So that's the end of the game. And you know what else it is? +1 banished card of my opponent. We're clawing our way there slowly. Birdface. Anyway. That's not really a fair judge of whether this deck is any good. It can beat bad DM cosplay. We got 2 whole tickets. That's interesting. Well, there you go. You're not unfollowing. At least not for that reason. We won the duel. It was a very nail-biting victory. No, we took a whole 2400 damage. 1500, I forget. This is a good plant card. That is really good, actually. But we don't have plants. I don't think... Oh, okay. Stardust Spark Dragon. This is both a Stardust and a Light or Dark Synchro. Even level. Protects itself. That's not bad. It's not the OG Stardust Dragon. I think that would just be better. But, no, that's not bad by any means. Now we get an Ultra Rare. As, you know, solid reward for the hard-fought victory. Well, we did get an Ultra Rare. And another one. And Metamorph. That's probably our 4th copy, I think. That's the second scat shot, though. The third road roller. And that's our first. When a token is special summoned, special summon a token. While you control a token, cannot be destroyed. Once per turn, tribute a token, add one. So, yeah, as far as the Mecha Phantom Beasts go, this is pretty cool. We do have the Mayakashi 5. I don't know if we have any of the other ones. And the whole point is that you want to be able to do this ladder like a couple of times. So even if we got the whole ladder once, it's not necessarily worth it. Yeah, no. That's a Mekanko monster. That's a Mekanko monster that does not need to be ritual summoned. Just to show you why that's important. Your cards. We have Arabesque. Which is, you know, just a slightly decent Mekanko card. If you control a Mekanko, no. Special summon a Mekanko from hand or deck, then you can equip it with an equip spell. Banish it when it leaves the field. Banish that monster when it leaves the field. Like, that's still something. Yeah, we have 2 Mekanko equip spells. Is there anything that recovers from banishment? I don't think so. That doesn't, this doesn't, you don't. And I would assume that none of these others do. This one does, actually. But yeah, that's actually a fairly, I wouldn't call it a completely relevant, oh, it's a Fire Warrior. Ignite's got a power boost. Our Ignite deck has something else it can be doing. We could also just chuck it in the going second deck, but I don't think that's worth it. 4th roller, 4th metal morph, 2nd scash shot. Oh, and we actually have, like, blaze accelerator things, but we need... Are these all catch 22? Control. Hand, deck, or face at field. Okay, so that does work. Oh, I didn't check for a ritual spell, you're right. From your hand to the graveyard, draw 1. Right, and let's just... Do we have... Oh, we have Calamity. Ooh, that's interesting. Ritual. I don't know if we have a way to search it. Ritual Sanctuary does search. It is currently very low payoff. And I think Ritual Sanctuary might be the best we have. Because that adds a level 7 or lower. The one we got is an 8. Manjo Ascenjo. It doesn't look like it. Oh wait, we have Drytrons. Let me just finish scrolling this list. We also have a couple of incantations. Right, yeah, it doesn't look like... Okay, so, what Drytrons do we have? We have Tribute, Special, Return a Banish Drytron. Okay. Tribute, Special, add a Ritual monster. So Thuban searches the Ritual. Special a Drytron from Grave. Add a Ritual spell. Okay, so Zeta and Alpha add the Ritual spell and monster respectively. But you cannot special summon monster except monster that can be... It does lock us into rituals, so we would have to fire it on a turn where we have the rituals. But, like, the Drytron stuff works. Destroy it during the end phase. But yeah, that would get them in the grave, and we have 2 of that. We have 2 of the counter trap. We have... that also works. That is a ritual card. Adds Drytron Spell Trap, which can add that. Can add this. until the end of this turn. That's not terrible, actually. And these tribute from your hand or field. Okay, so the Eclipse is also worth it. Okay, so we have a small Drytron package which works for rituals. Let's see, the Incantations was the other thing we wanted to check. Which, there we go. We have Talismandra, which searches a ritual monster if it's special summoned, but that requires we draw a book and reveal a spell. So that's not great. Also tribute. Let's see. Reveal this, discard 1 card, special summon an incantation from deck. We have some ritual things, but just not quite enough. As far as the payoffs go, that's a good payoff. We've also got Chaos Max. We've got Borrowed Riot Dragon. So the payoffs are decent, but the methods of getting to them are a bit few. I forget if we have your ritual spell. We don't. Let's see. Anything else? We have you, but like nothing else, right? It's got Chaos Form. Yeah, there's the Chaos Form. Or one non-ritual monster that mentions it. Yeah. Let's see. We have high ritual art. It does just ritual summon from deck by tributing normals. We have 2 of this, but that would require drawing them both for not the best of effects. There's, much easier ways of getting that kind of an effect. We've got Herald of Perfection, but I don't think we have the others. No. But we do have 3 Dawn of the Herald. Send a fairy from hand to grave, but it sends for cost, so it's also turned off by macro, so that's an important note. Yeah, ritual-wise we have things, but it's just a little too inconsistent currently. Do you have, like, a little bit of related stuff? If a Stardust monster is on the field, target 1 card, destroy it. We do have this one as well. Target a Stardust monster in your grave, special it. So yeah, we could play that dragon. I don't think it's worth it currently, but we could. So much of it is like hypotheticals for cards we just don't quite have enough of yet. And we're choosing second. Intimidation. Trust me, it's definitely the best tactic. Okay. 2 kaijus, a monster we want in the graveyard, a monster that destroys any non-pendulum monster in battle. Set 1. Set 2. Set 3. Are they a spell trap deck? Is it Labyrinth? Did I let Labyrinth go first? Let's just normal summon. And that's all there is to it. They have things, I don't know what. It could be stud, actually, yeah. Although they haven't activated Mahama. I think we end. We want to use this as removal by, like, returning something significant. So it's essentially really slow removal. We might end up cutting it, but, I think that's how we want to actually use it. If you're in a proper stun deck, I think you can just blindly set it in a column, because then you're setting, like, 5 cards. Also, new music field spell. Because I haven't actually, played since this was added. What have I done in between Monday and now? I went climbing. I gave myself an ouchie. The wall took a little bit of me with it that day. Cave was not my friend. They look like they're not enjoying their internet connection. What else? I guess what else doesn't matter right now. I can save it for the next one. It was only like indoor climbing. We completed the Duel Pass! Hell yeah! Wow. They just bricked? Yeah, they are not a spell trap deck in that kind of sense. But yeah, this is, I'm not the best with heights, but, like, I'm okay with them. And, like, first time going, or first couple of times going, yeah, they really must have bricked. First couple of times going, you do feel like you're really high up. Caligo's a nice extender. And, of course, you are, but, like, you feel a lot higher up just because, like, well, you know, even if your average heights are, like, 1m6 or, I don't know, 5'8", 5'7", that's where your head is. It's not where your feet are. You're in a lot less danger than you think you are most of the time. And, because it's indoor and it's without, safety ropes, you're about 6 feet. So, yeah, like, you know, you're a solid, like, your head is a solid meter and, like, you know, 70. Or meter and, sorry. Probably solid meter 60 higher than where the, floor, where your feet are, rather. Which means that, like, you know, it seems like you're so high up, and yeah, you are kind of high up, but not that high. Because the place I go to, they don't have, safety harnesses, which means that it can only be so tall. This is interesting, but terrible for us. And a TG. What about you? Ultimate Crystal Magic. We're not getting Fossil Fusion. But, yeah, it's kind of like just a hobby. My friend got me into it about, last year before. I don't actually know. And, yeah, I missed Saturday's session, so I went on Tuesday. And I was trying to move my hand up to one of the holds, but I kind of missed the fact that there was another one in between where I was moving my hand from and to. And so I scraped a portion of skin off just above my elbow, which, you know, feels great. Favorite contact might be something we could do. No, we still need to get the cards into rotation, and that's our second blue rose, which is funny. Magispector Sport. I wonder how much stuff we have for that. And yeah, I find climbing fun most of the time. It's just, you know, it's not so fun when you go in and decide that the hold is your enemy and you're going to bash your arm into it. For some reason, the plastic will not submit. We actually have an okay amount of Match Spectres, but the thing is they're all normal summons, right? Well, it's weird scales, so they're pretty much normal summons. Although the Ignites can summon all of them, I guess. That's neat. And that's the 4th War Rock Generations. Sure. We don't have anything in the way of Rose Dragon. We don't have fairies. Caligo's neat. Yeah. Okay, let's keep it going. But yeah, I understand a fear of heights. Right. Going for broke, it's always going second. They have no extra deck, 40 main. I think they think I'm Tenpai. Or something else unfun. No, they wanted to go second. It's it's Bengay. Win's a win. Right, onto the shop again. We've got 3 legacy tickets, let's open them. We can get interesting stuff still. Doesn't happen so often, but we can. This isn't one of them. It's a plant, but it's not one of them. Draw 2 cards. If the attack of all your attack position monsters is less than the attack of your opponents... Oh, that's the condition. Okay. You cannot summon or change battle position. That's crazy. Mystic Tomato, Recruiter, yay. Yobi Ship, Card Advance, and World Legacy, which requires World Chalice monsters. I don't think we really have any of those that are not starter deck cards. Card Advance is, like, fine. It's not great. And we're not really going to be playing a strategy that tribute summons anytime soon, I don't think. We've got a couple Monarch cards, but not that many. And a couple True Dracos, but not that many. That is our second Runic spell. Special summon a Runic or target face-up monster not destroyed, then banish 3. These might actually, like, the Runic spells are probably just worth playing in our stun deck. Blazewing, one of those Geminis that, like, you know, if they print really good Gemini support, this is probably just instantly broken. Because all you need to do is get this to fulfill its Gemini effect once, and you can get, like, Gigaplant in. And then if Gigaplant is treated as an effect, you can bring this out and combos. Stupid lines ensue. They'll make Geminis good when pigs fly. That sounds accurate. Right. And, yeah, one more pack. Because we started on an odd number. Let's see what we get. Another Chronomaly. We don't need that one. Nor that one. Nor that one. But, oh yeah. Sendigo Senju, Special Bliss. At the start of the damage step, become equal to the attack of your opponent's monster. If, when destroyed by battle, you can. This can miss timing. Salmon Great, Gingerbread House, Aqua Armor Ninja. If you have another ninja monster in your graveyard, banish this, target negate. That's not great. And a Cyburst thing. It's fine. But, like, we still don't have, like, Link payoffs for the Cyburst deck, which is kind of what we need. Our best payoff is just, like, Zeraboros, and I don't think that's going to do it most of the time. Right, let's keep going. Okay, we win the coin toss, which means second. I think Geminis definitely deserve some love, but there are, like, 2 or 3 cards that just need to be, like, thought about as soon as you start messing around with them. I think it's Mimigul. It's Illblood, Blazewing, Butterfly, and Gigaplant. Because they're just, like, combo extension to the moon. If you make that, they're too busy printing cards for anime decks. Yeah, probably. You know, they're too busy printing cards for anime decks, but what about my Water Dragon support? Where's Fire Dragon? Where's my Bastion cards? We can just put Destrudo in the grave. We don't care about that. Do we want them to draw 2? Sure, you can draw 2. I'd rather they don't control a monster. I know that sounds weird from the Go second deck, but we don't have Kaijus at the moment, and we need a way to, like, outmaster. Banish top 3 of yours. Special 1 of your banish to your opponent's field. That's so mean. That is really mean. Right, what are we picking? Reveal 2 with different names. Oh, bugger. Slime, your opponent can special summon 1 Mimighoul from their deck to their field. Give control. Yeah, that's the thing, that gets them to Master. I don't want them to get to Master. What can we do? Yeah, if you don't flip them, they do nothing. But the thing is, like, I'm not tribute summoning over them with this hand. And I can't normal summon anyway. So, what's the out? Cosmic? I mean, Cosmic helps, but it doesn't do it by any means. I would much rather have the Archfiend than this. Is this Master? Detach, target. No, it's not Master. Yeah, that's really annoying. Come on. Just sod off, would you? I don't have much. Let me have what I have, okay? What do you think they get rid of? Clockwork Knight? Cosmic. They really like that field spell. Once per chain. Randomly, if it's a monster that can be special summoned, special into the field, yeah. The thing is, I have to flip this. Like, I can't normal summon. I can't special summon because I control a monster. And, like, none of these cards do that anyway. I can't special summon because it's not face up. And you see, the thing that I actually find genuinely really annoying about this is that if your opponent has a full field, you still attempt to activate and resolve these effects. Which is crazy. Wait, doesn't Cosmic target? Does it? Yeah, Cosmic targets. Why were you worried? Oh wait, no, because, yeah, right. What does that mean? Right, so flip this first. You fucker. Can it... It can't activate its effects this turn. Come on. Like, what the hell? You're just putting it back? Wait, why are they just putting it back? That's not right. I don't know. The thing is, I have to well... no, I do have to, because, like, I can special summon these two, But I then don't have a face-up card, and I have no way to get to a face-up card. So this hurts, but we're doing it. We could get into a kaiju this way, at least. Fucking Christ. They couldn't hit, like, Transverser, you know? They couldn't hit Haggard Lizardos. Fuck you. Could you not? I can't summon. Could you not? It's really fucking annoying. I would like to play the damn game. Just a little bit. Destroy all face-up monsters. Well, what if I controlled no face-up monsters, you shit? Set. Fuck you and fuck off. I want to normal summon. The playstyle is very cool. The power level of the effects is just not. They are legitimately fucking insane. The thing is, they just attack this with, like, anything. It's then face up, they attack the dragon. No, it's a main phase exclusive thing. Okay, no, they have the choice. Face up cards. Well, that sucks, but, what are you gonna do? I guess they go into battle, they attack this, they go into main phase 2, they flip this. Could you leave me alone? I can't use your monsters as material, so could you just, like, leave? What can I do? Like, nothing, right? They gotta return to the hand, they've got that. You didn't use its actual effect, you used the other one. Each effect is a hard once, but they gotta make another rank 1. Is it just Lyrilisk? No. Making crime punishment. But forgive me, how are you going to the other one? Because you have my monsters clogging up your field. Link to. SP. IP. Basically SP. Sure. Fucking Christ. Do you think they time out? Do you think that's my current win condition? They time out. One. These don't matter. It's destroy everything except Mimigols. Ugh. Can it attack this turn? It can attack this turn, can't it? Where the fuck can it attack this turn? Pitch Destrudo. Why does this have its attack? This turn. And you haven't normal summoned, you put the master back in hand, so you just normal summon master, and that's the game, right? Fuck you. Are Are you gonna, like, just run out the clock? Pretty please just run out the clock. Fuck off. I need a more intelligent vocabulary to express my hatred against them giving me a whole bunch of monsters. It is really difficult. I guess, you know, just being taken on a ride through the dungeon, apparently. Yeah, Facebook message, that's rare. Is it from Priyan? It is from Priyan. And it's a banger of a meme. They're going first. They are facing down 2 kaijus and a burb and a moon mirror. And they pricked, I guess. Sure. Let me just reply to this. Right. Close all of these things. Okay, right. Connection failed. I don't think it's a... I don't think that's quite true. What do you reckon they opened? Driver... let's see. Driver Droll... Nibiru... Branded Regained, and... Lurie. No, Lurie would still work. Double Nibiru. That's the only thing I could think of. It's got to be like double Nibiru, Gamma, this one, and Droll. Or like some combination of those cards, because everything else works in some regard. This is still a hand trap, this is a hand trap, this is combo, this is combo, this is... Okay, maybe it could have been Veiler as well. But Ash is still good, you could at least set it. Ogre's still good. This is combo, this is combo. These are good hand traps that prevent you from dying. Combo, combo, combo. Combo, combo, combo. No? Combo, combo, combo. Interruption. I guess they could have drawn Fiendsmith and Paradise as well. So yeah, now we get to open some more packs, because we went from a game that was completely uninteresting to an exciting surrender. Right. Ghost Trick Museum. We are not playing Ghost Tricks. I don't even know if we have enough of them in the first place. More Subterras for the flip deck. Oh wait, Armed Dragon Lightning. We have some Armed Dragons. If an Armed Dragon would be destroyed by a card, I think you send this. You can target 1, activate, gains. Have you ever run out of gems? A couple times, and I feel like that time is coming up again, which is really unfortunate. Because this challenge is not free to play. You do not win enough. Like, if I played the events and, like, you know, ran through all the gems that I could get from the events, maybe it would be free to play, but I'm not playing the events just so I don't get any, like, bonus rewards. 4th Jizukiru. And a whole lot of duplicate cards. That's not good. That's a white card, so it needs too much. Trickstar Fusion. Hardlight does. Like... Oh, does he run out? Yeah, he plays the events. But the thing is, the reason why I'm not giving myself the events is I play, like... Let's see, he plays... Fridays exclusively, right? And even then it's not, like, every Friday. Sometimes it's, like, every other Friday. I'm playing twice a week, every week. Which means that I'm doing a drastic amount more. Even if he streams for, like, 4 hours, because his as much as he streams for about 4 hours, there's about 15 minutes startup, but there's normally like a couple breaks in between. And he does like multiple takes for like editing reasons and that, where I'm just uploading raw videos. This is pretty good. This search is the one counter trap that we have that mentions him. 800 attack this turn. So this is basically a negate, kind of. But the problem is we need a light monster as an on-tuner specifically. So, I don't know, it feels a little weird. And anyway, that's our 2 packs. Because we started on odd. Right, yeah. But yeah, as I'm saying, like, I duel basically 2 times to possibly 4 times as frequently using this account. Relateds. Here we go, this thing. When a spell trap or monster effect is activated while you control a synchro negate, then if you have a Visas Starfrost, it mentions Visas. We also have this one. And this is a tuner monster. That's interesting. But I don't think that's worth it. We have this. But that's only a 1 copy. Special summon a monster from Grave. That's conditional draw. Needs it on the field. That's to do with Scareclaw, Tailment, Kashtira. This one maybe? Target tuner or a synchro in your Grave. Special it. Then if you special summon a light monster, destroy monster with attack less than or equal to. Banish this from your Grave. It's not bad, actually. I don't feel like we quite have consistent enough access, but it's not bad. Requires it being on the field specifically. I don't think it's quite a synchro to just pile into. Although, maybe we do consider, like, diversifying our synchro lineup a little bit in the near future, because I didn't ever actually check these. Do you... Okay, so we have the 3, 5, not the 7, the 9, not the 11, and the Link 2. Ban the bot. Do we have Ducky? I didn't look. Did we have Ducky? We have Ducky. So we have the way to synchro climb, actually, for my Akashi, but we don't have the full ladder. Alright. Yeah, I don't think anything changes, really. Yeah, that doesn't change anything. Get out. Yeah, no, we're alright. Monsters from your hand or field. Link summon activated, add a Trickstar. We have we have 3 life stage. That's just Rota. And that adds a Trickstar card. We could fusion for like this thing. That's neat. Is there any point to it? I don't know. What did it do? Trickstar and Trickstar Link. This card gains attack equal, so we'd... so the payoff for the Trickstar bit is what? Each time your opponent activates a spell trap. So... by your Trickstar Link monster linked to this card, we have a Link 2. Each time, if your opponent normal special summons 2 level 3 or lowers, we have level 4, and a level 2. So that's not actually possible. That's a Link 4. And it's unaffected while it points to nothing, so that's not particularly great. So the payoff is Band Sweet Guitar plus Candina on the field. Which means that it would slowly gain 200 per spell trap, which I feel is going to be very slow. A lot of effects are monster effects. And it would only need 4 spell traps to reach 3k, which isn't so bad. And then what does this do? If you control a Trickstar Link, you can special summon a Trickstar token. And it's only 1. Only use each of the following effects once per turn. Oh, if your opponent controls a card and has a spell. Okay, so we can... Wait, so we can do that, right? We can actually make this, but it requires the field spell, but the field spell's the starter of our combo anyway. If this card is special summoned, inflict 2. If your opponent normal special summons, inflict 2. So that's just going to add to the burn. Sent from the hand to the grave, special this in defense. If this is sent to the graveyard, the link material of a Trickstar, you can type 1 monster, an opponent's link monster points to destroy it. With Fiendsmith on the rise, that's possibly relevant. Okay, so we have like a small Trickstar package. Oh, this also just summons tokens. Huh. And these do not care about how many tokens you used. Battle or card effect. It's protection as well. It's kind of crazy. That's the fusion. Trickstar Bouquet. Target a Trickstar and 1 face-up monster on the field. Return that Trickstar monster to your hand. If you do, the other monster gains stack equal to you. Okay. Discard a Trickstar. Target a Trickstar. Special... Oh, Trickstar Link. Special it. And where are your arrows pointing? Okay, so I guess the idea is that you put her in the far right zone after getting her in the graveyard then. And if your opponent takes effect damage, etc., you can special this. Each time your opponent activates a monster effect in their hand or graveyard, 200. Okay, Trickstars actually have a little bit in the tank that we could work with. It is burn. It is very, very much reliant on getting exactly the field spell to do any of it. But it then does, like, the field spell sets it up. We got 3 of the field spell, we got Metaverse. So, we could be in worse spots with it. I'll say that. I wonder if that in conjunction with, like, the pug stuff is anything. Probably not, because all the Trickstar stuff hard locks us for the turn. Right, we're going second. We don't have any of our going second tools. And they are not intimidated in the slightest. This is a danger of doing this. We can get 1 monster, 2 monsters, 3 monsters on the field this turn. The first because we control none, the second with our normal, and the third to just, like, something, you know? Got 2 8s. You can get to the field spell somehow? I don't know. I feel like we don't actually beat Fire Kings at all. Putting this in the center with Moon Mirror would actually be pretty good. That's like the best play we have. Okay, so it's SP, Garunix, Promethean. Used SP as a bridge. That feels wrong. Bring back Harvata. Link 4 into... There's Ambro Whale. During the main phase, if monster special summoned. Right. Okay, so... And we get a bonus if they use the Promethean. So we always pendulum scale this. We ignore this. This isn't pointing up. It doesn't matter. And we attempt to special summon. They may draw a card from this, but then they have used a monster effect. And forgive me if I'm wrong, but if they don't Promethean now, well, you can target one fire you control, and yeah. So I can steal, I can link 2. Does it... Oh. Yeah, that's 100% it. Gimme! Fine. And why can't I link with it? Pebble ruling? Maybe? I don't actually understand. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We're normal summoning this. That still doesn't allow us to do it. So... yeah, I think we just get in for damage. We can attack with it. Main 2. Wait. This works, right? It's a lot of costs. But I think this works. Okay, no. No, that doesn't work. Special. Nope. I've used my normal summon, so I can't set over it. I probably should have just tribute set over it. That is actually an error. But I can just use it as link material. So I'll do that then. I think they probably get stuff back, but I'm okay with that. Banish you. Target you. Give me a draw. Okay. They have 4 cards plus the full graveyard to my 1. I think they're fine. Yeah. And then, like, that gets him going, which means that they have everything again. So, did it matter? Target an equal number of... yeah, no, it just straight up doesn't, right? Yeah, no. Okay, we tried. I'm not sure if making Zeraboros would have been the right move, but I think it probably would have been. Right, we take second. We're just, you know, this is how we're playing this stream. It's not working out for us all the time, but it is, you know, sometimes. Hello, Turtle. We have a Kaiju. It is working out for us well. Kaiju plus Clockwork is also pretty damn good. But we are against Primite. Blue Eyes, probably. Set a Primite spell trap, so there comes the Drill Beam. Yeah, and here's where it stops becoming fun. Pitch Troll. I mean, here's the... like, this actually just would have been a better going first hand. Like, straight up. Because everything is no longer dragons. Which does mean that they can't make the link. Because the link is locked by type. What can we do? We can Kaiju one monster. We can get this out from the Pendulum Zone. Let's see. Drill Beam. Drill Beam, Drill Beam, Drill Beam. Target one face card on the field that gets effects. It doesn't have to be in response to anything. So we are probably kind of screwed. I think maybe the going second deck is not the way to play. Can you believe it? That's your Synchro 9. Maybe we can just Kaiju this. Does it float? No. But they can then, you know, just bring back Blue Eyes and they get to a second one. We can't... Well, even if we wanted to, like, it doesn't matter. They have a Drill Beam. They have a Drill Beam. That's the end of days. It doesn't recur from, like, banishment or anything, does it? No. I don't think so. So yeah, you've got Double Spirit, which you can tag them both out now to secure your Omni Negates, which is what they're doing. I think they just need to protect their Negates the once with the, what is it, with the Majestic? It is the Majestic, the Siffer Dragon. Well, we have a Kaiju in hand. We have Clockwork Knight, which isn't, like, the greatest card, but it's, you know, it's something. Siffer. So, yeah, there's the first time. And destroy it during the end phase this turn. Yeah, so it won't check during any other end phase. This is just going to remain on the field forever now, thanks to this. We could Kaiju this, but then it floats. No. What are you doing? Oh, you're getting out the fucking... No, they're not doing it. I thought you were going to summon out Tyrant Dragon. Why would you not summon out Tyrant Dragon? Wait. Oh yeah, it's that one. Not all of them do it, that one does. You can just make an Xyz. No, Link. Seals. Tribute one monster from your hand or field. Return one phase of card on the field to the hand. Right. This is really annoying to go against. I don't think this would have done a fantastic job going first simply because they normal Ether Barrel and they just get the Drill Beam though. That's the issue. Right, so the first play is to Kaiju over this one. Always. Next one, Clockwork Knight. Everything is a machine. I'm not sure that it really does anything against them as such. Pendulum Scale. Declare the effect to Pendulum Summon, I guess. Oh. You're just returning it to the hand? Oh yeah, you can do that. I haven't even declared the effect yet. No, they were okay. There's Magnum up. It was in fact special summoned. Yeah, we do this 100%. Wait. You can only activate this card once per turn as a continuous spell? A stat altering continuous spell that you can only activate once per turn. That's insane. Once per turn when negate destroy. So this isn't working. Yeah, that's literally the first time I've had to read that, and okay, right. So we do this. They have 2 points of interaction. They have the spell trap back here, and they have this guy. We can force this guy out, or force the spell trap, one or the other. No, we can do neither. It's just never come up. I would have thought being a continuous spell, you could just put it face up twice. Like, sure, maybe the search would have a hard once. I didn't think putting it up on the field would have a hard once. That's crazy. Like, that kind of balancing does not need to exist for this card. What can I do? I can run into this and this. If they let me. And that's probably the best I can do. Because otherwise it's like make Haggard and banish. Well, I don't actually have anything to banish with Haggard. Like, surely you just... Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just have it. Okay, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players and reading. But tell me the last time that effect came up for you or anyone else you watch. I've not seen it come up once historically ever. Like, just full stop. That is legitimately the first time. This card has been legal for like, what, 2 years, 3 years? How long has this been in print? I feel like it's 2 or 3 years, and I have not seen that effect come up once. Right, we'll give Go Second one more try. In fact, what other continuous spells has that? The Sacred Beast continuous spell, Opening of the Spirit Gates, has the you can only activate one or this card once per turn. But the thing is, the reason that has that clause is because on activation it searches. Like, you can't just put it face up on the field, because doing that action is a search. That's why they've done it. Why am I going first? Did I just pick going first? I just picked going first, didn't I? I'm just yapping. Oh, and I'm against an OTK deck, guys. I'm against a deck that I wanted to go second against. I click go first. Not only am I yapping, I am also misclicking. This is... I've turned into average Yu-Gi-Oh! Content creator 101. You gave me a kaiju, but, like, here's the thing. I want to give you guys a kaiju. You see, it was 3 years old. Tell me, with a straight face, you know that effect. Like, if they have Grenmaju, I'm not quite dead. But it's fucking close. Also, if they have Grenmaju, I just kaiju it. That's getting scarily close to lethal. And then this special summons. 6750. They really don't need a lot. By the way, did I just win that coin toss and picks first? Like, out of habit? I feel like I did. I'm just gonna check that replay, because if I did, like, that is an absolute throw. Like, that deck does nothing going first. Yeah, it's just Grenmaju OTK. Replay. Did I select going first? I think I did, right? No, they selected going second. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. Right, yeah, you know what? It's time to change decks. That deck is not working out for us. I can build a new deck from this, right? No, I can't. Okay. Right, back to the deck screen, because I think maybe it's worth fooling around with like a burn deck with the Trickstar stuff. And like, you know, small engines that way. Right, so... Oh, right. Trickstar. So, we have 3 the field spell. We have this, we have this, we have this, and you know, we have to play the monster lineup. What do you do? Special. And... yeah, that's pretty niche, but I feel like we play it anyway. We've got the fusion spell, we've got the fusion monster, which is a payoff. This one... oh, you can make your opponent draw 1 card, but that's not the guy we have. That's that one and that one. Do we need this one in the slightest? No, we don't. Return the Trickstar to the hand, the other monster gains. Where is it? That summons tokens. Using monsters from your hand or field. They gain 1,000. Add a Trickstar with a different name. I feel like we probably play both. Inflict damage. That should, in theory, give us a good couple of burn cards, right? Also, lowest scale is 2. Lowest levels are 2. Right, so we want that and that one. What else? What other fantastic things could we have? I don't think we have a lot. Let's see. This is per fire with using Trickstars as like this little engine, so that's not particularly relevant there. Has to do with plants. We don't have enough. Black ship. We could do black ship. We could also just put Inspector Border back in the deck. Like, have it as burn and stun, just generally. That seems kinda decent. Yeah, why don't we just relate it to the Time Lords real quick? Get to this one? Yeah. Which ones do burn? And that's what we're looking for. Just which ones do burn. Those do burn. Okay. Let's put in the generics again, because I always forget about how many we have. How hard is it? 1, 2, 3. By extension, that one. Because we can just normal summon Destrudo if we get the continuous spell. Barrage. Dragon. There's the Orochi, Zerboros. Do we want the Salt Synchron? Probably. Where are you at? Border. Any of you, I don't think these aren't type restricted. And yeah, let's just go in for like the synchro lineup real quick and just fill this out, because it's pretty much the same every time at the moment. So we get you. It's just remembering where their places are, all of them. That's the tricky part. And there's someone else around here. And then Yazi. It feels like that is the full, like, extra, like, the standard bit. The other one is just kind of whatever. Like, Boral is actually really good here if we can, you know, properly use the links. Speaking of, we don't play this. We put in the other generic links. Definitely. You can use the fusion spell from deck. And what do you need? Trickstar Link and a Trickstar. It costs 2,000, but that is the fusion spell from deck. I don't know if that's worth it. Does mean we don't have to search it, but it does mean we have to get, like, 2 monsters on the board to make into Verte, and we have to get the material. To be fair, when was the last time we used Transverser? Right, what was I doing? Oh, actually Fairy Wind would work. Card we haven't played in ages. Let's start from the bottom, because I feel like we've got some good stuff down there. That's if a Dark Machine destroys by battle, right? Battle or card effect. Fire Dart's Secret Barrel, how did we get that? It's purely obtainable from the Legacy pack. Do you think we got Secret... I haven't bookmarked it, nor this. I feel like Secret Barrel is reasonable to assume. Equal to the number of face-up continuous spells. Ring we can't use. Let's see. That's for healing. Trap Hole of Spikes, right. Related to the holes because we have a couple other ones. For the moment, chuck these two in. Yeah, for the moment. What else inflicts damage? We have just, like, actual default burn cards, you know? Is it likely... Oh, wait, there we go. That's basically Magic Cylinder again. That's a normal. That's a normal. Control monster changes. That's protecting from effect damage. That's specifically with warriors. That is just a burn for 500. I guess what does this deck do if we don't get to Trickstars? We could do Volcanic Shenanigans. Does that do anything? During the main phase, send a Volcanic to draw one. Banish this, send a Volcanic. You have any stall cards? That's ever the question, isn't it? I guess that might be what we're looking for, really, isn't it? What do we need for you again? I feel like it was just... Oh, wait, it was the extra deck space, right. Do we bother with both? We can only really fusion summon one time, but that's more generic, that's less generic. I feel like we include both, so we ignore the Flame Swordsman bit. What do you do? 2+ monster you control special summon from the extra deck. No, that's going to be way too difficult to make. Cauldron. If we had the space... I mean, when was the last time we went for Zeta? We go for Haggard semi-regularly. We go through, like, the various synchros in the extra deck, all of them decently regularly. I think we cut this, we put in this. We have Stromberg, but we don't have a payoff. The cubics are stalls, so I probably just chuck them in. Plus it makes Anima, who we're not actually playing. Decisions. Am I ever going to get into this? Let's get Anima. Right, what else do we have? Flame Sprite. That's just direct attack, but it's not really burn. Same goes for Watt Tuner, but we don't actually have anything related that we can do with it. Yeah, no. What do you do? Chain Link 3. That's funny. If nothing else, that is funny. You missed the trap card next to Watt Tuner. Oh, Bad Luck Blast, yeah. You take damage, then inflict damage to your opponent. Right, we'll have to cut this deck down from a few cards, I think. But I think it's better to bump it up first. Work out what the better and worse cards we have access to are. And... oh wait, what are you? When you take damage. Card effect or their monster's attack. So I'd need to take effect damage. It is double, but I would first need to take effect damage, right? I think that's the inflict damage cards we want. So we want Metaverse. And due to the nature of this, we do want to play Dark Sanctuary. There we go. Anima. Do you want the holes? No. This one does damage, but that's it. Although they're going to be wary about battle traps. What else can we stall? Let's take a look at what we have in the stun list real quick. Because if anything has our stall cards, this does. Both players lose 1,000. Oh, we want the triple tack, obviously. Oh yeah, we're locked into fairies. The trick stars are all fairies, so Skuld's Oracle kind of works. We have Peacephilia. We forgot the Bestials. Crackdown, Soul Levy. Soul Levy wouldn't go in. Crackdown would. Tactics would. Crackdown. Tactic. Our deck is light and dark, so we do the Bestial. Do we need you for anything? I could put the Paleos in. They are unaffected by other monster effects. I do really need you. If Face Up Dragon Monster, you can banish this card and type one of those special it. Huh. But what do you allow? Neat things, I guess. Still needs the normal summon. Take him out. What else was in? So we have the contract with Don 1000. Cosmic, because we will need spell trap removal. And the Bucks and Moon are probably okay. Don 1000. What's that one? During your each of equal to the number of times you took battle damage this turn. That feels weird. Weirdly bad. Question mark? Torrential Tribute is just a good stun card. What do you do again? You know, I think it's better to, like, just wipe the field than care about what we have. There we go, it's indistinguishable from the rest of our decks, because look at the core, like, bulk, you know, good stuff we're putting in it, but this is burn, sort of, to some degree. Has to be. We've got, yeah, we've got the good stuff in here. I guess it gets into the 8 easier, it gets into the 12 easier, that's what it does. Oh yeah, Gingerbread House. During your opponent's stamp phase, they can gain 600, then destroy as many with that, and then, yeah. That is rather annoying stall. How do you do? Type 1 face-up monster. Yeah, you know what? I probably should, actually. We've got one that's like things to look at. Let's just staples. So Bestial 1-2 Cash Tier. Probably that one as well, realistically. Oro. Because this is a normal summon level 8 tuner. We should also fill out like the extra deck staples as well, probably Anima. Haggard. Transversa kind of, but I feel like it's still good enough. Yang Zing, so we can find the Yazi. Borrel. And actually, yeah, I should probably just dip into like synchros generally, because that is what we use most of all. You're a staple, borderline. Probably in the main decks that we're going to be using going forward eventually. No one there. But we have you there, you're there, you're down here. Oh yeah, Zeta, right. Back down here again. Then there is, let's see. There's the Star Eater, there's the Time Lord, there we go. That looks like the lineup, TM. A stun S card is Summon Gate. That is true. I don't know if we have Summon Gate, that's the difference though. Also, welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat by the way. What else? Oh, Ruddy Rose, there we go. That's the missing 10. I think you do. Oh. Well. Hold on. 2 M's, not 2 U's. Summon Gate. Alright. I see you, Mastodol search function. Doesn't look like it. No, don't think we do actually. Hold on. Does Mastodol... Oh. Does Mastodol allow, like, quotes? I know it does for Umi, but what does that do? Summon Gate. Wait. Right. Yeah, no, this is what we have that mentions Summon and Gate, so we don't? Wait. Yeah, there you go. It's this one. I thought you were talking about a slightly different one, but as it turns out, no. No, we don't have it. Unfortunately. What else goes in our staples list? Clockwork Knight goes in the staples list. Torrential does. We only really need to put in the cards at 1 copy border, yeah. Barrage because it's the Yazi target. Destrudo, not you. You. Destrudo because it's just that good. To an extent, I think the Cubic is just a staple. It's Marshmallow that you can e-telly from the deck, and then you can get 3 of them out if you're lower, which is a rather unfortunate situation that we find ourselves in, present a lot of the time. So what else do we... yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, Lancia Phantasme. Where are we at? That's not how... Hold on. Okay, wrong spelling. Lancia Phantasme. I guess Kaijus generally. They're... Oh yeah, attacked. Kaiju. Can I spell? Kaiju generally. We just need to put in... we'll put in Waterfront symbolically. What was I thinking of? Oh yeah, Verte. We should put in, like, the good stuff for the extra deck. Because we do have some... We'll leave the Psyframe slot taken by Zeta, because we have some stuff. Torrential Crackdown. I keep forgetting that I have Crackdown. Probably the Mirror Force. That one isn't really. Do we have illusions? I don't think we do. We have 3 illusions, one of which we cannot summon, 2 of which we basically can't summon. Unless we first hit this, you know, Mirror Force trap. No, the bookmark is for cards we can't use. Was there anything else we pulled recently that would be, like, borderline considered a staple? Probably not. So I think it's, again, looking at other lists. Cosmic Oleanoids. I don't know why I keep saying Oleanoids. It's Oleanoids. We don't really have much that says... Oh, Lighten Priz. What else do we have? Go Second, Umi Normal. There's some stuff in here that I keep forgetting about. We have the Primite guy, who isn't particularly a staple. I didn't put Metaverse in, actually. Metaverse goes in. None other than the monsters. No, the monsters are all fine from that one. What about this one? Therians. We can put Regulus in as our, like, Therian slot. And to an extent, here we go. Retaliating Sea. Retaliating Sea, Regulus, Arius. Can I remember 3 card names? Regulus, Sea. Oh, we have a few of these. Neat. What do you do? Controller cannot exceed someone. Yeah. Arius. And Metaverse. Those all go in the staples kind of pile. Cosmo. Oh, Wicked Witch would... Well, would Wicked Witch fit a staple slot? Probably not. Is there anything else in here? Nothing that jumps out. Oh, Rescue Rabbit. Okay, remember Rescue Rabbit. Let's see. Looking in the monster lineup in this list, really. I guess Sangan. Doomcow. Soul Levy. Sangan. Yeah, I think it probably does count, doesn't it? Sangan, Dunkal, Dim... Well, how many... Yeah, Dimensional Fissure. Ooh, that reminds me, I did just forget about a card which I saw there. It was Rescue Rabbit. What else was it? Something down here. Soul Levy. Soul Levy, Mind Drain. Soul Levy. Actually, just Drain. No. And Dim Fissure is a good... Oh, yeah, Generator. I just exited the... Yeah, that's not what I meant to do. Boss stage. Because we actually have a decent amount. We haven't picked up anything for a while, but we have Generator things. Save. Anything in Vampires? Deep Grave is good. Concealing. Concealing would count. I guess as Curtain Raiser does, as a, like, free summon. Curtain Raiser. Concealing. Yeah. Lightning's Vortex. Yeah, it's a decent list of staples. There's probably a few things that I'm missing, but overall it works, right? Piri-Res. If I haven't already included it. Piri-Res. Yeah. That is the thing that I'd forgotten about, Dimension Wall. So, yeah, staples. Do we have Dark Sanctuary in here? We don't. Dark Sanctuary? I have immediately just forgotten what card I was talking about. Good stuff. Train of Thought, guide me. Piri-Res. Piri-Res, and I did the Curtain Raiser. Yep. Anyway, that's a decent enough list of staples for the moment. Let's go back to Burn, and let's put in the Dimension Walls, because that's what I'd forgotten. Instead of you, your opponent takes the battle damage. Right. So, it is better than this, I think, right? No, destroy the 1. Okay, so that's actually removal. That's also removal. This is just general anytime. This is during their standby phase, and it's face-up spell. It does heal me, but I think we probably just want to drop those 3, put these 2. Burn. Or at least as best we can do to it. Right, we've been in deck construction for a little while. Let's actually just run it and see how it performs, I think. Change decks. Now we could open a hand that just doesn't play. That's very feasible with this kind of an idea. I'm out of drink. Sad times. Right, and of course now it's the time where we want to win the coin toss and, you know, choose. But it looks like either Master Duel's timing out or they are not actually responding. You pulled a good staple? Pray tell. What, good sir, did you pull? Oh, ma'am. You know, this ain't bad. Halve your opponent's life. That's the starter for the Trickstar stuff. That is heal or burn, whichever we want. And it's Trap Tricks. Right. Good news. Our monster is small. Which means that, ooh, Ultimate Slayer is really good, yeah. And the thing is, in a Masochist challenge, you're getting all kinds of, like, Link Fusion Exes and everything. It's just, you know, they're not great. But for the purposes of Ultimate Slayer, who cares? You just want the right kind of thing. Right, so in theory I can just normal Michion. You can special, so you're going to get Arachno. Yeah. Right, so the problem is, I think they do just get rid of the, they probably just get rid of Cauldron of the Old Man pretty quickly. Unaffected by traps. Yep. But that's a player affecting thing. So, yeah. $4,000 down, right? Right. Now what can we do? Add a Trickstar from deck to hand. Grave to hand. We'll start chipping away. You know, I may have misread this field spell. It's still good, it's just not quite the levels we were putting it at. We get a token, though. Token, very important. Labyrinth. Labyrinth Trap Trick. I don't know if that would have been the right timing. I think that actually probably was the right timing. Oh well. They're probably just going to wait for the end phase that shuffles itself back and then I don't have anything. Is that the thought process? That's an Xyz. Tornado Dragon. Tornado Dragon is not unaffected by spell traps. You're committing to 8 monsters, so take your pick. Cauldron goes. That's fine. I probably want to keep the Dimension Wall anyway. Moreover, methinks. Special summon this card. Okay. And then you get to set a Battle Trap. Oh, I think I do need the Link one as well. I've really misread this field spell. I still think Burn has, you know, potential. I just think we need to play it a little different. We can't Anima. And even if we could, it's an extra deck summon. So I don't think we'd want to in the first place. They're gonna Link 2. You go for it. Okay. Do we just fire this now? There's no way, right? Yeah, sure. They're on 19. You see, this is the problem. I think we kind of fall off here, right? Although it's pretty damn close. They take 1,000. They're only on 900. Do you know? It's so easy to deal 900 points damage to the with the field spell is terrible. What other field spells do we have? Is that not just the game? Yeah. I think we just have the game, right? Unaffected by traps. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Unless they negate it. I don't think they're negating it, so it's about if they're going to bounce a monster back to their hand. Which I don't think they do. And this is unaffected, but this isn't about the opponent. Like, this isn't about their monster. This is about them and their life points. Yeah. Okay, we do need to edit the deck. Like, there are some things that could be improved upon. But that is still a victory. And Trap Tricks isn't, like, the best deck, but Trap Tricks is still Trap Tricks. So, we take that. While I'm thinking about it... What field spells do we have? Not much, right? We have Tilted Try. That could actually be very good for us at the moment. Oh wait, we have 1 day apiece, don't we? Do we even want... We probably want Metaverse for this field spell. But probably for no others. But we should include 1 day apiece. Yeah. All we need is like 1 or 2 turns, right? Okay. Yeah, let's actually go to open some packs then. 3 legacy tickets? Don't mind if I do. Apparently you guys have some good burn cards in your packs. Could I see some burn cards? No, but I can see Despair from the Dark. I don't think our opponent's sending this from our hand or deck to the grave, but I like it. He's a funny boy. Roulette Spider. That's burn adjacent. It's real gambling time. Nope. Spell counter. Monster Egg. Love it, but not great. And yeah. Okay, so probably none of those. Stop clicking too fast. Just stay in screens a minute longer. Save yourself some time. Ultra rare. Place your bets. Relevant or not. Thestalos. I mean, we talked about burn cards, you know? We get to look at our opponent's hand. So this pretty much always burns our opponent. Downside, it's Tribute Summon Monster effect. It is getting negated. That's Ice Barrier support. That's also Ice Barrier support. Mutant, Number Wall, and Cloudian. Well, not Cloudian. It's not our first one. Wait, that's not our first rematch? 1 sec. Let's look how many copies. We're not opening it, but I'm just curious. I mean, okay, wait. We have... well, that's a payoff. Unaffected by the activated effects of monsters with less than or equal to this card. It can be 35. Wait, what's stopping us from playing Goki? Is it like we don't have the good cards? If I have some Gokis. Well, we have Guts. Okay, so we have Guts, we have Iron Claw. Riscorpio. Headbat. Okay, we're missing... I think it's these two, right? Add a Goki card. Add a Goki? Do you add a Goki? Oh, you... They all add. And this just requires... No. They don't have a Link 1, but they do have a Link 2. We have the Link 2. If this card is in your hand, send another, then target one, special this. And if you do, it gains 8. So... What? We have two... Type 2 with different levels in the grave special. They all add. All you need is a normal summon. But this needs specifically Gokis. So, like, we have... So we have 3 of this, but we can't actually use it to summon Anima, because we then need another Goki in the grave already, and Anima can't be used as material for the Heal Ogre. It also then takes up the EMZ, and we have to free it up in some way, or get to a different link so we can then summon this. But we're not too far from it, I wouldn't think, right? Yeah, they all have that effect. Right, okay, so... Hold on. Your cards. Level 5, level 2, 1, 2. That's like mildly unfortunate. It can go in like the Ignite stuff, but it's not doing anything. Double clicking. We have one more pack to open. Okay, not an ultra rare card, probably. But that is a target for the Phantasm Spiral City. And that means that we had a reason to play Spiral Dragon. So that's kind of neat. It's interesting. As for the rest of these, not so much. 2 non-effects, but we're not playing the first one. If you control a Rescue Ace, we don't really have any of those cards. I mean, if we just did, like... No, it has to be extra deck monsters, unless we use rituals. And yeah, we got the OG Gaia. Okay. So, kind of relevant cards, but not to us in this instant. Right, let's continue Burn. We did change the deck a little bit, so... It's fixed, we don't have the bad field spell. Field spell provided tokens, and the tokens didn't do anything because we're not playing the Link one. I don't know. Set 5 pass. Don't draw Duster. I mean, it might as well be, right? Summon Border, Dark Sanctuary, Fairy Wind. Is this week 1? Is this the first episode? This takes me back. All the way back. To session 1. Probably. Maybe session 2. But we got this pretty quickly. This was in the deck from day 1, as was this. Yep. You can make a Link 1, you get the Link 1 effect, and then that's it. Nah, come on, you've probably got better plays than that. They just require, like, a specific hand. The combos we have are all, like, you know, turn 3 combos. They're all like, well, our opponent's done this, which means that we've been able to, like, bestial them, or, like, you know, we've actually drawn this combination of cards, which means we can do these things. Inspector Border hard. It's just Raigeki. Ah, all of that time to just Raigeki. I can't be bothered with this shit, you know? Well, you got a combo now. Sure. I think I wait for them to get to the field spell, I guess. I think they were reading. Yeah, they really were, weren't they? Which is so funny because they just had, like, special summon it, but equip, if this... Yeah, but why are you... How are you getting it in the grave? Okay. Okay. Are you going to activate effects? No. Damn it. You have a good one too, Turtle. Thanks for popping in for a while. Hey, we got one of them. Only, 10 more activations. 9 more activations, I don't know. 8 activations. I can burn for, like, 900 at the moment, unless they make a link to. They make a link to. There's SP. They didn't use the on-summon. Alright. That's a choice. I can just attack and crash into the SP. I can also just summon Ogre. I'm not going to activate an effect. I'll just hit your monster. How do you deal with the sometimes negate attack, and I can banish one of the top 5 cards of your deck? I know it's going to be devastating. Especially when you get to special summon 2 rockets. Do I let them, though? Sure. They're gonna banish something. It's just what do they banish? Allure resolves. Do you know the theory of Master when they want... Oh, when they... Why they won't ban? Is that what you mean? That's probably just imperm, right? No, I don't know the theory. Do we do this? I mean, if it's just imperm, then that's, like, fine, isn't it? Oh, wait, no. If it was imperm, I should have saved it, because then I could have used this to break the imperm. They don't want to give you our dust back. I could get it. Like, I understand that. No, it was Draco Utopian Aura. Do you have a monster in hand? No, they do not. I live. Now what? Kashira Continuous Spell would be really good right now. What else? Cubic Seed. Not 1 day apiece. There are a few good draws. Believe in the cards. Like, we have a good couple of draws. We've got a 41 card deck, but we have Crackdown. We have the Magical Cylinder. We have... do we have Metaverse? No, we don't Oh... No, I don't think we do have Metaverse. This is one of those draws, though. And... Do we bother setting this? I don't know, do we? No. Metaverse is strictly from deck. Yeah, so Metaverse doesn't do it anymore. That's dead. There are a good few cards. Like, we can get Fenrir, we can get the Continuous Spell. What do? They got another one. Oh. I gotta admit, I thought the special one was just, like, if I controlled more monsters. Negate. And none of those cards are Ash Blossom, so this is working. On the other hand, this one was special summoned, so it can be sent to the grave by this. And it is now special summoned again, because I gotta bring it out of the back row somehow. Although they might... No, they're not sending it off. Then if only your opponent controlled a monster. That's funny. I can clear their one monster, but it's expensive doing that. Cosmic. You know what? Maybe it's worth it. So it summons one, and then you get special summon the other one. So we're going to do that. Then we special, and we make... We didn't put Haggard in. We left Haggard out. Two names. Two names. One from the grave. Utopian Aura again. Alright. I didn't respect it, I guess. I'm going to leave this one in the spell trap zone because this one was special summoned, this one wasn't. Because it's a spell trap. And there is a chance they put something in the anima zone. They don't see any reason to play around it, so... Or at least they shouldn't. Cast Jura Field or Continuous Spell. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Mystery set card. They've just got Boot Sector launch and are doing nothing with it. Trap Polar Spikes. Yeah, well now, like, he's got a reason to be spooked. I'm good. This wasn't summoned this turn, it can't attack anyway. He actually put it in the weaker position so I could kill it easier. But it's still not happening. I could Tribute Summon Fenrir. This actually gives me reason to Tribute Summon Fenrir. And that would be a fine play. Special Summon a Rocket, okay. That's fine. There's Tracer, so Synchro 10, is that the idea? You can't attack with this one. This one can attack, but it's not going to do anything. And it's dying in the end phase anyway. I wonder what he's thinking. It is a quick effect. And it needs to declare an attack, so he can just tag it out. There's no point me using the Trap Polar Spikes on it. Dark? Dark? Dark Baron. Okay. Sure. Are you thinking about negating your own, bestial? I am just dead. Please target the center one. Fuck. So it was correct to summon the other one instead of having it in the spell trap zone. We are learning such. This is all a learning curve. And we did have Haggadon. Okay. Is this really worth it? I feel like the festival's worth it. I'm not sure if this is worth it. It's requiring too much. If that's not worth it and is requiring too much, is there anything in the extra deck we can replace, or we can put in instead? Let's look at synchros. We have something that burns, I'm pretty sure. Another monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect. No, that's not it. You. Inflict 300 for each level that the tuner had. So the situation is... like, what, is that 900 burn? Probably just 900 burn. That one's also a burn card. Anything else? You don't. You'll gain life points for me, right? Gain life and then inflict the damage. When a monster is destroyed. This is just a generic 7. That actually works. Like, all that needs to do is hit something by battle and it's burning something. Anything else? That doesn't inflict damage itself. No, I think that is the choice, actually. Unless we want to... well, no, we can't actually summon that. Okay. You. But the shiny one. You're going in. What do you do again? Sent from the hand to the grave, special and defense position, banish. If it's sent to the graveyard as Link, you can target one monster opponent's monster points too. Okay. So it needs 2 level 3 or lower. You're the only... yeah. We looked through all our inflict damage cards, and I think we found the best stuff. Is there any reason to just play the runic stuff for deck out? We don't get a battle phase, but do we need one? That's a negate. This is protection for us. And that one's very specific. The fusion gun stall. Oh, so he can actually. Yeah, maybe it's worth putting in that one just to make the fusion. And then putting in the fusion, and we cut... what's going to least likely come up? I feel like Zeta. If we're going into a 7, we want it to be able to close out the game, and that either means ruining their resources or, like, burning them for it. But then again, how likely are we to make this? Let's try that. Small changes. Hopefully it changes the performance a little bit. I have faith. I have faith that, you know, unfun strategies will propel me to victory. That's how this game goes. Damn it. I'm going second, okay. Well, can't win all the coin tosses. We won a good few earlier. We actually won a good few games as well. We started off at about 4,000 gems. We're below 3,000, so that's something. 1 day apiece. Oh no. They can brick. We sit through it. There is a decent chance that they just brick. Okay. I mean, the thing is, it's like... It is 9 cards. Oh, they pitched a Mystic Walk. There's no way that's the only one. If the bot is pitching this card, they definitely have to have another one, right? Set mystery card. If it sees someone out of rank up. Yeah. I think that's kind of it. It's just watching the cutscene play out, and because it doesn't ever even get to my main phase, I can't one day a piece. Arius would Arius be good in this deck? Would Arius do anything for me? What would Arius do? Arius only sets normal traps. So Arius set torrential? That's like the best thing we could have. Yeah, against the FTK specifically, Arius set torrential. And yeah, they just have it, right? They've got a set card, the bot hasn't surrendered yet. I guess I can Magnum up. Look at how much this is going to matter. I got to banish a card. A whole card. That is the current, like, proficiency thing. I don't think we've been fulfilling it pretty well. No. Why must you just draw it? You're an FTK bot. Just brick every now and then. The thing is, it gains 13k, which is the real, until the end of your opponent's turn. I don't think that does it, like, even in the slightest, right? Oh, wait. Hold. Hold. Does that do it? Because they're going to Xyz summon now with, like, this thing. I'm not actually sure if Boldrake does it. I now need to stay in to learn. Also, Cosmic solos them when it's like this, actually. Does it? No. So they do this, but then this is Chainlink 2, which is why it won't work. Because then you chain, this doesn't negate it. And it has to have it summoned. So this doesn't work, right? It still hits the field, it still gets the effect. Why has it got a 6-card extra deck when one of those cards just isn't needed, by the way? Or is it a solemn kind of deal? No, it's triggers. Yeah. Yep. Is there anything that we have that actually just, like, bodies that when we go second? I don't think there is. Also, what is the 6th card? This thing. Okay. Oh, right, no, we found out there was one, but it was a hand trap that doesn't really fit in this deck. Trickstar Festival summons this. I think, yeah, just the rest of these are fine. It's just, you know, FTK bot, you went second against it. GG's, right? One way or the other. It'd be nice to win a coin toss every now and then. Where it matters. Where I'm gonna do something with it. Okay, so that's if damage. Yeah, if opponent takes effect damage, I can special this each time they activate a monster effect. Yeah, you see, the thing is, they're gonna do that now, not on my turn. The thing is, they also just, like, out every Marshmallow that I have in the deck, which really sucks. Because the continuing spell just sends. It's a soft once, which means if you have multiple copies... Power Sync. Oh, it's fun. But if it's fun stuff, then maybe I have a chance being burned. How many cards? 1, 2? You need something to die. Yeah. Ooh, that's neat. So... banish the top 3. Yeah, that's skill drain. That's 1,000 life points that they don't have. And 6 less cards in deck. You'd, like... Do you think they understand that I'm not special summoning? 3. Oh, because... Okay. Set. You will take 3,000 to the face next turn. Oh, I should have gone into my battle phase. Just to skip it. I don't play with runic cards very often, can you tell? Yeah, because the effects are negated. And take 3,000. Andina. Unfortunately, all my monster effects are negated. Oh, was that battle? Yeah, they took the battle damage instead. So, it's dying anyway. I think we just set this. We don't have much. I could special summon this, but we don't have a Synchro 6, and nor is it really worth playing one for that exact scenario. We're not dead on board. The Mirror Force doesn't work, Torrential doesn't work. That's not game. Time Lord? No. No, Time Lord doesn't do it, they just send the Time Lord with the spell. Dark Sanctuary isn't a bad shout. If we get to Metaverse or Dark Sanctuary, that's a good draw. You summon that into Fair. Oh, wait, yeah, they summoned it into Defense because skill drain. Yeah, they have skill drain, but, like, we're not... Our routes are not skill drain based. We've got 1, 2, 3... kind of 4... No. And that's it. No outs. Damn, didn't work. Wonder why that is. It's not like I can even attack into them anyway. I'm going to stay in there and let them kill me just for the sake I actually banished 3 of their cards this duel, so... We may have had a chance, but not with those draws. I'm so surprised that the skill train actually ended up hurting. Right, let's give it another 1 or 2 and call it there. Because it is past 10, we've been going for 3 hours. And it seems like we're not really having much luck at the moment, which ain't, you know, fantastic. We have got 1 more stream before the end of the month, that being Monday's stream. As far as the hands go, this is, like, fantastic. It's Horus again. What are the odds? Man, this really would have been guard first hand, wouldn't it? Not that Torrential does anything, but Secret Barrel or Magic Cylinders. Set can be activated when banished and pick double. So, we would much rather... Have I seen the new pack? Yeah, I have. Like, it's a pack. Horus Gods. Right. There's an Ash Blossom. Right. So, is it rank 8 turbo? Guys? What's the plan here? Are you just going to stick 4 guys on the field and call it? I'd be very happy if you did. That's... Wait. 24. Zombie Vampire. I guess if they mill another Horus, they don't care, right? This just gives them another thing on the field. That's unfortunate. That's okay. This was sent to the grave, but it's from the Handle field, and that's not from the Handle field. They really are playing like gods, aren't they? Magic Cylinder, if this was at the, if this was at cap, would do it. But it's not, it's at 24. Equal to its attack. So, I mean, if they've got this, they're probably playing, like, the support card for it, right? Surely. Sphere mode. Yeah, you can do that. I'm not summoning shit. Activating 1 spell, setting a spell, setting 3 traps. Maybe a 4th trap. No, I'm summoning 2 tokens. Activate. Yeah, let's do that. Maxi. Sure, that means that they get 2 draws, which means they have more cards in the barrel for the secret barrel. Surely this is 1 draw. Yeah. Although I could have done that to banish a card from the top of their deck, but I don't feel like that's worth it. Take 200. Set 1. Set 2. Set 3. Set 4. It's a lot of cards. You go for it. If you would send Magic Cylinder, that's also fine. They didn't. Take 200. course, yeah, of course they have a search target, that's fine. I think we inflict the damage now. $24, that is significant. SP, mandatory 200. They're targeting the field spell. So what if we do this? What if we just do the torrential right here? They lose the SP unless they tag it out. They can't. Oh, they can't attack directly this turn anyway. Dumbo. And I gotta keep my monster. Whoop-de-doo. And that means I can actually summon to the EMZ. Take 200. They can't attack directly this turn. It's fine. Send one card on the field to the grave. Oh, you don't target. I'm going to special summon. They're surely going to get rid of the, like, runic, right? You'd think. They're not going to get rid of magical cylinders. No! Why would you get rid of magical cylinders? How would you know to get rid of magical cylinders? Also, they can't game me this turn, but they literally just don't know that, do they? No, I guess they knew that. I get my Trickstar back. That's the Kashtira spell. Magic Cylinders isn't anywhere. Target a face-up monster on the field. Bro, I'm not doing anything monster-related. I might be doing something spell-related. More likely trap, but, you know. Man, don't you love it when it's just like, you know, going first would have solved a lot of your issues. And then it just subsequently doesn't. What would have been fixed? I would have had, you know... What wouldn't I have had? I mean, I would have been fine, honestly. Their search for a dragon monster because they got special summon to their field. They've already milled or searched their dragon. Just win the coin toss, yeah. I mean, I can attack for 200. Oh. Piss. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I think they might have it, guys. The thing is, if I activated this, then they, like, send the magic cylinder, right? I had a chance to draw it. Granted, I apparently wouldn't have set it, but, you know, I had a chance to draw it. Drops it by 12. I've got 64 versus... Yeah, that's not doing it. No, it is. I'm fine. Somehow. Although, this kills me. because I can only take damage equal to like half of SP, and then they just SP vanish. Magic Cylinder still does it. There's Slifer. Please just give me Magic Cylinder. I don't ask for a lot. You don't have a trap negate. Just let me have Magic Cylinder, come on. It'd be so funny. They spent this time milling my entire deck. No. That is Anima, but that's about it. Its attack is not reduced to 0. Come on, let me do my final pathetic actions. You might as well let me have it. You're gonna clown on me anyway. Why won't you let me win? Why was it also 2 Horus decks in a row? Like, come on, fuck me. Granted, this is of a different caliber than the other one. This is of a different objective than the other one. I don't know, do I prefer... I think, like, I prefer this deck. But I probably have a better chance against this, right? Just because it's just, like, negate the effects. They don't care about the battle phase. That like they've just got Dragoon in here just cuz. Look at the psi frame ratio. 1 and 1. Okay, the deck is in fact burn. I can remove the question mark. I can also run it for another stream. Did we get... How many wins did we get? I feel like we got a few, but that win rate makes me think I only got like 5. Match history. Because it shows where we started. All the way down here. So, yeah. 2 losses. 6 wins. 7, 8 wins. Today has not been a bad stream. That's out of... So that's 6, 10... 4 and 18. That's a pretty good win rate, you know? As far as a whole stream goes, I'll take that. Let's receive these, just cuz. Otherwise I'll probably forget. 2, 6, 7, 3. Yeah, we're very quickly at the point... There is a gem sale on, but we're very quickly at the point where we're going to have to get more anyway. And where are we at with proficiency? 82! We're getting there. Ever slowly. Crawling towards it. But yeah, I hope you guys have all had a good time. I have had an experience. I have had a realization that I need to expand my lexicon in terms of complaints of my opponents on Master Duel. And hopefully that should make for a more entertaining stream next time. Yeah, all I can say is thank you all very much for watching, for joining in, just popping in and saying hello. My name is Catmonarch, and I look forward to catching you all on Monday for the final stream of the month. After that, we'll be back down in gold for the Thursday stream. So, hope you all have a good time, and goodbye for now.